Hi, and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. I am getting ready to go foraging. I've got my big old floppy hat on, which might look silly, but it really does help to keep the sun out of my face. Although it's a little cloudy today, we'll see. But anyway, I'm getting ready to go foraging, and I thought I'd take you with me. I want to get some plantain, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's a leafy green plant, probably grows in your backyard. If you're somewhere in the U.S., at least in many parts of the U.S. it does. I'm not talking about the things that look like green bananas. There's nothing resembling a banana that grows anywhere in Nebraska, in case you were wondering. But I also want to get some red clover, which is, they call it red clover, but it's really more purplish than red. You probably know what that is too when I show it to you. And we'll see what else we find. So here we go. So this is one of my favorite places to forage for things like dandelions, white clover, plantain. It's a little cemetery. And let me show you what's over here. Cows in a field. We just have to look at them because they're so cute. I don't want to disturb them, but look, there's like a small one. See a small one laying down there? I love cows. They're just so cute. All right, so anyway, cemeteries are good places to forage for things. If they're small cemeteries, like they're not all overgrown, they do maintain the ground some, but they don't spray any kind of pesticide or anything. You can see all the weeds down here. And right outside the edge of the cemetery, if you look further out there, where the grass gets really tall, that's where we'll find the clover that I'm looking for. And Isaac's laying in the back seat. He's like, man, I'm just ready for a rest. All right, so I brought some paper bags to put plants in, and sometimes I bring a jug. Like I take milk jugs and stuff and cut the top off, but leave the handle, and they make nice jugs for carrying things. But since I'm gonna pick hopefully several different types of plants today, I thought paper bags would work better, and I've got a lot of extra paper bags. I wouldn't buy them just for this purpose. But I've got a bunch left from when I was selling bread at the farmer's market last summer. I was putting loaves of bread in paper bags, and so I've got these leftover paper bags. So let me show you what we're looking for. We're looking for plantain, which is a leafy green. And here is some here. So it comes in, you can get like narrow leaf plantain or wide leaf plantain, but it looks about the same. And what you're going to find is that the lines on it, where the leaf spreads out, the lines go out, but they don't go to the edge. They all come up to the top to the point. And when you pick a leaf, you'll see the end there is a little bit purple. Sometimes it looks real purple, sometimes it just looks a little bit purple. And it likes to grow along roadsides. So like these little tracks in the cemetery that nobody ever drives on, they're perfect for this. So we're gonna pick some plantain here. And I'm gonna use some of this like a leafy green in salads. I'm gonna cook some of it and add it to Isaac's meals. I am going to dry some of it and make a tincture out of it. And I'm also going to make a salve with it. So I'm going to do all kinds of things with plantain, and I'm going to need a ton of it. The other thing, and I don't see it, and some of these I don't see them. Okay, look over here. You get this thing that grows out of the, here's some plantain down here, and you get these things that grow out of the top. But sometimes you don't see them if the plantain is like young enough that it hasn't grown that stalk yet. And again, like I said, sometimes when you pick it, the ends will look really purple. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes you'll just see more of a white. And sometimes if I see some broadleaf, I'll show you that too, because the leaves are way broader. So I'll show you that when I find some, but you just pick it, and I'm going to throw it in a paper bag. All right, so here's some plantain with slightly wider leaves. Kind of compare the width of this leaf to this leaf. This looks like something's been kind of chewing on it. It doesn't look as nice. And then here's some plantain with really wide leaves. And it's kind of a frilly looking thing. And you can see the real purple down at the bottom with the wide leaf plantain. So it's the same plant, or it's, you know, two slightly different varieties of the same plant. Tastes about the same. You can use it for the same things. Alright, so I've got a bag full of plantain, if you can see here, and now I'm gonna get back in the car for a second to cool off because it's really hot, but now I'm gonna get some red clover that grows. This is a field. You can see the cemetery up the hill there, and this is the field down here. And there's not as much red clover as I thought there would be, but there's some, and there's enough to get some. So there's other stuff growing in here too, but what I want is the clover. So it's these purple clovery things. You see little white ones that look similar but smaller in your yard probably. And these tend to grow in fields or where there's taller grass. And like the dandelion, pretty much the whole plant's edible. And I make jelly out of them, and I make a lotion that I like. So I'm gonna pick some of those. So I got some clover, not as much as I wanted. But let me tell you, if you're gonna be picking plants that grow in a field, get some bug spray. My legs are all eaten up and I couldn't stand it anymore because I forgot to put on my bug spray. I'll have to show you my natural essential oil bug spray. But see all those weeds? Bugs love them. Make sure you check yourself for ticks when you get home too. Man, I gotta go home and put some bug spray on me, or put something, not bug spray, but something to get rid of this itch, because something got my legs in a couple spots and it hurts. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I did not get to finish my video yesterday after foraging because I think I was out in the sun too much and I hadn't been drinking enough liquid and I was a little dehydrated and I felt really miserable by the time I got home. Also, I'm on some medication. It's an antidepressant and something for fibromyalgia, which causes, oh, this pillow was sticking up weird. Anyway, that interferes with my ability to sweat normally. And while it might sound nice to not sweat much, you actually need to sweat to keep your body cooled down. It can be dangerous if you can't sweat enough. And I wasn't really thinking about, so I went out in like the afternoon when it was really hot. That wasn't the best thing to do. So I had to come home and lie down and didn't get anything done until this morning. But anyway, just another reminder, well, several reminders. So be hydrated. Don't go out if it's too hot for you to be out safely. Use some kind of insect repellent or you might get eaten up alive. And again, make sure you know what you're picking. Don't rely on just one source like this YouTube video to decide what to go forage for. Make sure you've done your own research, more research than watching one video. And I am not an expert or anything. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So make sure you're safe when you're picking anything that you're going to eat or otherwise consume. And I'm going to do another video that'll show you how I prep the stuff I foraged for. And I guess that's it. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can hit the little bell if you want to get notified when I put up new videos. Leave any comments you have down in the comment section. And that's it. Everybody have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.